On Spy Wednesday, the Church reflects in a certain tragic mode on the events that are unfolding. The tears of Judas are very different from those of Simon Peter. It is reported that Judas, after he realized what he had done, went completely out of control, came back for a moment to the area where the upper room had witnessed what he had done, and was seen by our Blessed Lady, and he fled, and she called after him, "Judas, Judas, God will forgive, but you must ask." He wouldn't listen. Earlier in time, the same Blessed Virgin had tried to warn him, but he had shown a certain superiority towards her and had pushed away anything resembling correction. It damaged his own soul from that point, the turning away from light. The devil then did all he could to make sure that he didn't come back to the light. With regard to the final end, it is not good to die in an act which is against the divine will. The spirit of Judas has come out, his voice that is, in exorcism. He didn't get saved. He refused salvation. He was a bishop. He had all, but now he has all eternity to reflect. And we need to be careful before banalizing this act of taking our life and throwing it back to the giver without gratitude. Every breath is a great grace and can merit us eternal life if well used. There is no limit to the mercy of God, but we must ask for it. And Catherine Emmerich noticed that Judas made no thanksgiving after Holy Communion, and she warns against that sin. For there too, in our case, we can be abusing divine grace, and we can become hard of heart towards our God and the sacred things of our God. Talking in his presence is an indication of that as well. I was reflecting on friends of mine who had taken their lives, and it was all a very sad reflection. What happens at that last moment? There are people who have had experiences of this temptation and have come back to tell us that there is something strange pulling them there. It is actually demonic. The devil tries to find a person at his weakest to strike, and they have little defense. How clever he is. But we, on our part, must listen and pick up the vibes and the subtle hints that the thought is there, and we can be the one to stop it in time. An instant brought you home to your request, my parted brethren, ne'er to be recalled, this time from saddened sorrow. will's behest commanded. And obeyed 'twas by appalled and knowing members, whose own muzzled thought better. Too late the musings sweet of sages cold, that know not what was fought between the first and last swell of birth's heat. Upon the edge of time, what did you feel? What did you know when its last notch had clicked? And would you then have half rewound its wheel? Just one half turn, a quarter? Were you pricked upon this little frontier of hid powers by something, some small thing that wielded ours? Mon frère, as-tu vu maintenant ce lieu si longtemps rêvé? Sais-tu maintenant ce que tu voulais savoir? Tes deux yeux, en s'ouvrant sur ce lointain continent, qu'ont-ils pu voir? Ce moment, faut-il court? Ce moment qui séparait tous les tiens des nôtres qui demeurent? Oui, tu cours, Étienne, mais un autre attrape bien. Tu es très occupé ce soir à laisser faire ce temps qui ne fut donné ici-bas qu'un petit bout trop court pour pouvoir plaire à cette hâte amie de l'au-delà, qui voit venir encore un grand coureur sautant l'éternité en sa fureur.